Hey guys, it's Taryn. I just wanted to spend a little bit time today talking about how we can modify the pull-ups. I think a lot of people get very intimidated, especially if you have P90X and you don't know how to do a pull-up. Trust me, I've been there. My first round of P90X, we started on the ground using bands. So I'm going to show you how you can use the bands and also graduate to doing using the pull-up bar with a couple options to offer variety. So we're going to start out by showing you how to use the bands to insinuate a pull-up. So, alright, so we're going to start out using the resistance band. So if you have a pack that you purchased from Beachbody that has the light, medium, or heavy, grab one that you think is going to be suitable for your strength currently, because you can always graduate up to the next one. So you're going to come on the floor and you're going to take the resistance band and you're just going to put it right at the base of your shoe, have a nice grip, okay? And give it a little pull to make sure there's adequate resistance, all right? So if you feel you need to add a little bit more resistance, you can wrap the band around your shoe just like that, and you're going to gain a little bit more resistance and also have a little bit more comfort knowing that it's not going to go wiggle around when you're doing your pull-ups. So this is how my husband and I started when we did our first round of P90X, because we didn't have a pull-up bar. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your feet out straight. You're going to have a straight, neutral spine, and your core's tucked in really tight. Okay, so when we did P90X and we had to do the wide pull-ups, pull in your core, and you're pulling the bands out wide as if you were doing a wide pull-up. All right, and you're going to really flex. And you're going to have that slow resistance going back and doing each rep. All right, so you want to go slow and controlled. You really, really, really want to flex those muscles and then bring them back down. So that's kind of the wide pull-up. If you're doing a traditional pull-up where your hands are, palms are facing forward, and you're just going to pull the band right up to your chest level and then back down. All right, and then if it's a chin-up, you kind of reverse grip. Palms are facing towards you, and you're going to do that same thing and pull it towards you. All right, and you're going to flex your back muscles because you're working a lot of your back. You are engaging your your biceps as we're sitting here on the floor and you're pulling, but keep your core tight. Focus on flexing your back muscles and slowly releasing that back down. All right. So again, you can wrap the bands to gain a little bit more resistance if this becomes too easy for you. All right. So that's an option if you do not have a pull-up bar, you do not have a banister or a door attachment, which I want to show you how you can do that as well. So another option we have, if you have a sturdy banister, you can just wrap your resistance band right around the base of the banister, and then you're going to come down on one knee, and you're going to hold the resistance bands out, again making sure you've got a nice firm band that's going to give you adequate resistance, because if it's too easy, what's the point, right? And you're going to keep your core tight, again, flat, neutral spine. You don't want to arch it or round it out. And as if you're doing a wide pull-up, you're going to pull the bands back. Shoulder blades are engaged, back is really tight and flexed. And then with resistance, bring it back. Same thing if you're doing a pull-up. You're going to pull it to your chest, squeeze, squeeze, flex your back muscles, and slowly resist it. And the same thing if we're doing a chin-up, all right? So those are your options on using a banister. And so now we're going to take a look at using the resistance bands in the door. All right, another option we have with the resistance bands is if you have a door hinge, you can go and get a door attachment from beachbody.com. On the shop tab, they have a little insertion that you would just put it right on top of the hinge here, and then you would feed the band through, and then you can do what we just showed on the banister and do the same type of resistance using the bands. Another option too is if you do have a pull-up bar, is you can just simply wrap the band around the pull-up bar and do the same thing like we did on the banister, coming down on one knee, or you do a compound move and you've got a nice runner's lunge, so you've got your core engaged and you're using your lower body as well, and you can again get that resistance by pulling back and doing those pull-ups that way. So those are just a couple options with the resistance. Okay, so now we are graduating to the pull-up bar. So you may not use the resistance bands at all if you have a pull-up bar. A couple great, Beachbody.com again has a great pull-up bar that you just assemble and you snap right into your door frame. No nailing or pinning into the wall, which is great, so you can save your door frame and your walls. So just snap it in, or you can go to your local sports store and find one as well. But I wanted to show you a couple options, because if pull-ups intimidate you like they did me, I try to avoid these at all costs, but there came a point where I was getting strong enough and the resistance bands were no longer working, and I really wanted to test myself and challenge. So I would advise get a stool or a chair and get started that way, because what you're going to do is you're going to put either 1 or 2 feet on that stool or chair, okay? So you're going to have a nice grip on the pull-up bar. We're just going to show just one type of pull-up with each variation here. So if you're starting out, you've got 2 feet on your stool or chair, and you're just going to pull yourself up. Chin comes up over the bar, core is tight, and then lower yourself back down. As you get stronger, you're going to work to bring 1 foot off, and then you're going to pull up, chin up over the bar, and come back down. All right, now, it's easy to want to use all the momentum with your feet to push yourself up. You really want to work on engaging your back muscles to pull you up and bring your chin up over that bar instead of using your foot to push you up. And then as you get stronger, if you do have a step stool or you have a lower chair that you can use, then you're going to put your foot on the lower part of the stair or the chair, and then pull yourself up, and then come back down. All right, so you can see the variation as you get stronger and stronger, and then eventually you're going to kick that stool goodbye. And here's another great option. Gives you a little bit momentum to get yourself up, but you're still using more upper body strength than if you were to have your foot on the stool. Is you're going to start in a strict pull-up position, which is just hanging here, all right? And you're going to use your feet to push yourself up and then come back down. So you're kind of doing a little hop, up, and then slowly come back down. As you bring yourself back down slow, then you're really engaging your muscles and you're building strength as you let your full body weight come back down slowly, okay? So don't just jump up and jump down like this. You're not going to get much out of that. You want to slowly release yourself back down to build up strength, okay? Last thing I want to show you is having a little resistance band, okay? So as you get rid of the stool or your chair and you're finding that you're gaining strength in doing the little jumps, move on to a resistance band. Beachbody.com has a great new resistant band tool that you can use, all right? That's a pull-up assist. I've had this forever, so this is what that I've been using. And you can get a couple of different options of this, but go check out on Beachbody.com. The pull-up assist has a lot of variations on how you can modify the pull-up using the resistance band. But what you'll do is you'll place 1 or 2 feet in the resistance band. 2 feet obviously is going to be a little easier. And you're going to come into that strict pull-up, hang, and then with that resistance band, it's going to help you pull up and then come back down. Again, slowly coming back down. As you get stronger, you come to 1 foot. So your goal is to get 1 unassisted pull-up and graduate each week and add an additional unassisted pull-up each workout. So just put your band aside, kind of a little safety net right there, knowing that you'll be able to go and grab it. You're going to get in your dead hang position. Keep your core really tight. Come all the way up. Back down. Grab your band and finish your set off. Just like that. This is a great way to start scaling the pull-up until you can start doing a strict pull-up on your own without a stool, a chair, or the resistance band. So I have faith that you'll do great, and just hope that these options work great.